I just ran for the sake of the show. Woo! Welcome, everybody. 'Tis the Loveline After Disaster. I am Anderson. And that's all. That's all there is. I'm sorry. I realized I had 30 seconds left and I needed coffee because I got to carry the whole show on my shoulders tonight because Mike Carano is sick. He's not coming in tonight, guys. So if you tune in for Mike Carano, I apologize. He is sick. He will be calling in, though, with the sniffles, unless he's napping, which he is prone to do. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to have a really good show. We're going to do a little bit of a truncated version, I think, because I am filled with pizza. I relapsed on smoking, so I feel like I'm going to die, as you might be able to tell from my...
Hi, everybody.
From my heavy breathing. I don't know who that is.
I am Mike Carano.
Hey, Mike. You sound sick. But Tyler and I are we're gonna steal the ship.
I have a headache.
Yeah, Tyler and I have hung out all day. We had a meeting earlier today, and we immediately left that meeting and we went out and got cigarettes. Right, Ty?
You got cigarettes and I bummed them.
Yes, and we went and we had some food. Tyler had imbibed. I did not, because I'm still not doing that. And then we went to my house and we watched bad TV, and we acted like lazy bums.
Bad TV, we watched the amazing hockey all-star selection with the best soundtrack of all time. Did we not?
Yes, we did.
What did it sound like? Something like that. And they chanted hockey a lot, which is very strange to chant the name of the sport. Yeah, but see, I'm not doing it randomly. I'm actually telling the story.
First off, I'm going to ruin the set that we have because I don't like it. So.
Wow.
Sorry, Ron.
Wow.
I felt like that needed to happen. I apologize if you were not. If you're watching the Loveline show stream as well, we are on here, and I just managed to ruin set. I'm sorry, I wasn't feeling it. See, that wasn't a paid sponsor.
That tripod is feeling it now.
Oh no! I give the tripod the business. All right, so tonight while I was hanging out with Tyler, he was commenting, and I said, God, that's the kind of thing that, because we're sitting there with Jillian, and I said, see, Jillian, this is the kind of thing he does. Like, he's talking about this right now with me, which is like moderately funny, but not that funny. Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
More ruining. Sorry.
What is wrong
I don't know what got into me. I'm sorry. I just had to ruin some more stuff. And then
that looks awful.
Yeah, it looks great. That look good. I pop now.
No, I'm saying look at what's behind you.
Tyler has stuff behind him that needs to be taken care of.
No, stop it. Gently, sir.
And then I'll be like, Jillian, that's what he does. And now tonight on the show, he's going to be like, remember when they were chanting hockey? And I'm like, that wasn't funny at the time that you said it, let alone later tonight.
Yeah, but
you
thought I was just going to intersperse it randomly. I'm actually...
That was pretty random.
What? I said that we were hanging out watching hockey.
There was a hockey player who was like in the hometown of Ottawa, and he was the captain, and his name was Alfredson.
And I said you would do this.
His name is Alfredson. And they were chanting Alfie because he was at home. And you're like, why are they chanting hockey? That's pretty gay. You shouldn't watch the sport anymore. And I said, they're not chanting hockey. They're chanting Alfie, you son of a bitch.
You thought they were saying hockey, to be fair.
All right. So here's some of the things we're going to talk about, Ty.
Where's Michael Carano?
If I had to guess, he's napping.
Oh, guys, you wouldn't believe it. All my stuff's in storage. That's my quiet Carano impression.
I don't want to talk about Intervention, the show.
Lay it on me. Me too.
At some point,
what a coincidence.
I want to talk about some horrible, horrible human being that I saw at the front of a bar. I forgot to bring it up last week, but you know when people say things in public and like you shudder? Yeah, I shuddered. I had a shudder moment. Look up lobster molting. I'm still going to do that. I'll do that later. And that's all I got.
What about the sweet guy on the bike today?
That wasn't worthy of talking about.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
No.
Talk about it.
No.
Go ahead.
No. Well, no.
Okay, here's what happened. So we're leaving our meeting. We had to pretty much drive across out West LA, which is...
By the way, Beverlywood. Nice city.
That's Beverly Hills.
No, Beverlywood.
That was the street we were on.
No, there's a little part of it called Beverlywood.
Do not...
an incorporated city. I read the sign. It's so like we're Beverly...
We literally had to drive across town, which should take about 10 minutes, but it took about 45.
Yeah. We went to the greatest gas station of all time.
It was a very cheap gas station, so there was literally a line of cars. It looked like the 70s during the embargo.
It was like 24 cars in that parking lot.
Everyone was testing their horns at the same time.
I had to just park down the street and wait for you.
A lot of anger in that gas station.
There's 2 limousines. That's how you know you're in Hollywood. There's 2 limos in the gas station.
It's true. I spent about 15 minutes at the gas station. Didn't get a drop of gas. Not a drop of petrol. But then we finally got across town. And Tyler gets out, and he's very excited. He's like, got some information to talk about on the show tonight. I'm like, what? He's like, that guy on the bike. There's this new thing. I don't know if you see it outside of L.A., but elliptical machines are like
I did not say I've got a new thing that I got.
You were pumped up.
No.
You're like, got some material for tonight, boss.
No.
So don't call me boss. I don't pay you. You were talking about, okay, there's anyone who's seen the hamsters in the gym where they're like on elliptical machines and their feet go in circles. It's like a Stairmaster, but they just go in circles. They have that for bikes now. So it's like it's not even a bike because there's 4 wheels and they got the little handles and they're doing that, but they're going across town. And it looks ridiculous, no?
Yeah, it's like the elliptical bike. 2 wheels in the front, 1 wheel in the back.
So we saw a guy on Beverly Drive, I believe.
He was looking pretty fabulous while he was doing it, though.
And he was doing this, and a white guy, and I was angry. But then while at the red light, I watched him. He zipped past us, and I became angry. Then by the time he was out of sight, like 10 seconds, I'd gone from anger to extreme jealousy because I'm sure that he was probably likes his new little toy, and he probably even when he's in the office, he's thinking, "Can't wait to go try out my new little elliptical."
I've never seen a mode of transportation that shows off your butt quite as well as the elliptical bike because it's like you have to like stick it out in the air. Even standing up on a bike doesn't, thrust it out as much.
I have no internet access. Are you upset that I destroyed your set? Are you upset by that? What's that, Rune? Rune, you're ruining the set again.
It sounds like we're on a roller coaster.
So I don't really have a whole lot to talk about.
Okay.
I was afraid of this. We got some big news coming, though, in the near future about the show.
We do have some big news.
Big news.
Very important meeting.
Okay, so I'm watching Intervention. And this is what Jillian does as well. And she had me watch one because the description was awesome. Guy locked his alcoholic wife in the walk-in closet for 3 days to try and get her to quit drinking, which is like one of the worst things you can do.
That's like recommended, right? Because withdrawals from alcohol is like really mild.
It's like the most common way people die from addiction.
No, I think you have that wrong. I think it's marijuana.
So I watched it, which I never do because usually it's just too intense and too sad.
And then you're like, oh, they finally got help, and then it's like he died 2 weeks later. And you're like, what? Or he's back on meth and his family left him and his kids died.
But it occurred. What are you doing, Rune? Rune is working. He's experimenting apparently, and it's very distracting. So I realized while watching the show how goddamn dangerous it is. It's a dangerous, dangerous show. Because whoever's on that show makes your problem or anything you do, any kind of abuse that you do to your own body, could be torture porn like I do to mine, seems like nothing when you're watching the fucking bitch wake up and drink 3 bottles of booze by 10 o'clock.
No, I'm the other way. I'll be like having my second glass of wine while watching Intervention. I'm like, oh no! See, she started with 2 glasses of wine and now she's collecting her shit in bags.
Yeah, but it's always way worse.
Yeah, but they start out like us.
No.
Yes. They don't just start. They like day one. Like I'm gonna drink a handle of Jack.
You know what? I'm gonna go in there because I got some stuff that I want to play. And you're gonna be in here. What do you think of that?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like the way it looks behind me anymore. I ruined it, so I don't want to be in here anymore.
How does it look behind you?
I don't know. Rune's not doing his job.
Rune. What are you gonna play? Are you gonna play some Schenectadies? No. People are like, what the hell is a Schenectady? I'm having a staring contest with our Ustream viewers. But we didn't establish if it's a blinking contest or a smiling first contest.
What are you talking about?
You know when you have a staring contest, but no one declares whether or not it's a blinking contest or a smiling one? So I'm doing both with the camera right now.
I don't think the camera's ever going to blink there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm doing it with the... I just blanked.
How do you feel?
I did it with the viewers at home.
How do you feel?
The millions and millions of fans at home.
How do you feel in there? You like your current position?
Yeah, it's all right. It could be a little more spacious in here.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I'm coming in here so I can play one thing. So Mike Carano's not on the show. It's just Tyler and I. We are both in semi-food comas still.
That's probably because we each ate about a pizza and a half.
But here's what I have to say about Mike Carano not calling in at the very least.
Disappointed!
Very disappointed. Yeah. Very, very disappointed.
I am... Yeah, what... Maybe he didn't think we were going to do the show.
No, he knows. We talked at length. He's like, listen, I'm sweating, I have a fever, and I have a really, really bad cold. But I'll be there. I'll be there.
We did talk about quarantining him into one of these side studios.
We did. We're going to do that at one point. I don't know how we're going to sell that, but we're each going to do the show from different parts of the building, and we're going to all wire ourselves in so that we're all coming through one studio. But
we can't see each other.
But you know what? The listeners can't see us anyway. So like, I don't know how it's going to pay off on air. I think it'll just be a lot of this. It'll be Mike Carano going, this is really weird, guys, that I can't see you. It's really weird. I keep forgetting that Tyler's here because I can't see him. It's so weird. Oh my God. Where's Stanley? We're going to get a lot of that.
Why would he be?
Because he panics. I don't know where.
All right. Are you going to stay in there?
All right, I'll come back in. I'm going to cuddle you. Cuddle fish when I come back.
Oh, the cuddle fish. All right, staring contest again. A blinking one. You can smile if you want. I'm winning. There's so much hiss when that microphone is on. It is awful.
Fine?
No, the board mic.
That's fine.
It's like it's terrible.
Am I on? I can't hear anything. Oh, wrong headphones. Jesus Christ.
Wrong headphones.
So I'm going to start going to random callers. Jesus Christ. Sorry, everybody. First of all, Rune, if you could get a shot of why.
That is
my
awful.
God,
What
that's
is
horrible.
that?
Rune said that he was experimenting, and he put up some whiteboards behind me, and now I look like Satan.
Are you guys doing video tonight?
Yeah. Namely because we don't have to see your sweaty face. So.
You want me to Skype in so you can see my sweaty face?
Where would we pick you up from? My computer's down in here. Mike, I got to tell you that you picked a wrong night to be sick because Tyler and I are dragging ass, and
We could all drag ass together like Anderson's dog.
you look really good.
I almost came in because I was in L.A. And,
What were you doing in L.A.?
I had to get my work done.
Sorry, Mike. Visual jokes. Visual humor.
So funny about that. Hey, should I Skype in? Would that be better?
No, just watch us.
Yeah, just look at us, Mike.
How? Where do I go to see
Oh,
that?
my app. Are you there? LovelineShow.com. How
Is there
are
a
you?
link to it?
It's
Yeah,
right
it's
on the home
just
page
the
there, my
videos
friend.
on the front page.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And pants on, Mr. Corona.
Welcome to the program. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Jalisa. Right? Or is it
Hands are already
Halisa?
off.
Will you hold
Or is
it
it
up straight?
Jalissa?
All right. If you're watching the feed, we have a nice piece of fan art or listener art.
I don't see a link.
It's the first thing on the page. I don't know. I'm blind because I can't. I don't have my internet connection is down.
Which page? The Loveline page?
Oh my God.
LovelineShow.com. One dot.
This is our co-host, right?
I have no idea how to do this. Okay, live after disaster 110. Holy smokes!
He sounds like a patronizing uncle.
I know.
Wow, guys, 110
From the 70s.
Impressive.
Hey, what's your take on Bill Hicks?
Oh, there's a delay. I don't like it.
Yeah, we'll turn the sound down. That's a number one.
If I Skype in, can I be on video too?
No,
We don't need to see your face today.
Rune doesn't know how to
We
do
just
that.
need to hear you. Can you see me? Do you like the way I look?
What is wrong with your skeleton
Yeah,
fingers?
I like that.
Mhm.
How come it's so cool and grainy? We should do that every time.
Why am I so beautiful?
Okay, so how's the house hunting come, Mike?
What's that?
How's the apartment hunting going? Have you found a dwelling yet?
It's not really apartment hunting. I found the place.
Have they called you back?
Oh, yeah. Didn't I tell you that?
Last I heard, I talked to you yesterday, and you were beside yourself with grief
This
and
is the most
stress because you found a place, but they weren't calling you back, and then you looked them up on Yelp or online, and everyone's all their comments were the same. This place, the management company is terrible. They never call you back.
Yeah.
That's the last I
That's
heard.
true. Absolutely true. They don't call you back. They return 2 out of 9 phone calls. Not that I'm complaining. Actually, I am complaining. What am I talking
That's
about?
all you're doing. That's the only thing you're doing.
This is a...
Buddy's gonna sell us
I've
on
really let this come down to crunch time where my house is still pretty much full, and I have to be out of here by Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm going to do it.
What if you like the new people that are moving in and they like you?
And we're all just roommates, happy family, my big happy family.
You don't think that's a possibility?
I don't think anyone's going to be moving into this place for a while.
Well, why don't you move out and just hang out in the alleyway and then go up and look?
Oh, I'm definitely keeping keys.
Are you going to drive by at night and see if no one's in there? And if no one's in there, you're going to go into your old sad place by yourself in the emptiness of it all and sleep in a sleeping bag?
I think I will. I wish I had a sleeping bag because I'm going to have nowhere to sleep for
You
a
can
while.
get one. I know. Okay, let's talk about
Yeah,
that real
we
quick.
need to talk about your bed, Mike.
Last week, right after, immediately after the after disaster, which was, I think it was mediocre at best. As soon as the show was over, we went into my control room, and you had hilarious stories about. I'm sorry, but there's no way to put it lightly. Your stupidity. And there's some really funny stories about your absolute and total stupidity. Will you please share that with the listeners?
Yeah,
He's just like, no.
I asked some guy if he wants all my stuff, including my bed, and he said, yeah. He came over immediately to get it, and I kind of pushed him off, like, oh, I gotta go. I can't do it right now.
Wait, to be fair, though, you told him, okay, come get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you knew that you still had at least a week to 10 days to stay in your house.
And then as I was sleeping in my comfortable bed that night, all I kept thinking about was, so now I have like 6 more days with no bed. And I've successfully blown the guy off completely. He's coming Saturday morning now.
Oh, he still hasn't come?
No, I didn't put you know what?
He showed up with his family, right?
Yeah, and his flatbed. Yeah. And you could have easily just gone out and said, you know what, I'm sorry, I got the date screwed up. I'm still I need my bed to sleep in for the next little while.
I could have, but I didn't. I elected not to do that, apparently.
For no apparent reason. You just thought George Costanza in it would be easier to just blow him off and make up excuses. Ruin, why are you not switching the camera? Jesus. There you go.
But now the pressure is on. Like, if he doesn't take the bed and all this other big bulky stuff, I'm fucked because I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff.
It's called Salvation Army. It's called Boots on the Ground. It's called Abused, Battered Wife Syndrome Shelter. It's called Jews like to get things and donate it. Oh, seriously. It's like the Jews have their own, Corley used to talk about it all the time. Like, they have their own, like, let's give us your boats, give us your RVs, give us your land, give us your cars and beds. Like they have there's this own Jewish League thing. There's tons of people out there that need stuff. Don't give me that look like I just said something wrong. You can say Jews.
Okay. I went to Salvation Army, and I asked the guy, as he was pulling up in the giant truck unloading stuff, I said, hey, how can I schedule a pickup? And he goes, we don't do pickups anymore. We don't take big items. So there's that.
Well, that's one place. There's other places. You know what you could do too is you could rent a truck and just take it out into the desert and just light it on fire or put screwdrivers in it like you like to do.
Anderson.
Like you're wont to do. Why do people say that? Like you're wont to do. What does that mean?
Because it sounds cool.
It does.
Today I woke up freaking out, and I went and rented a truck, like a moving truck, and single-handedly put a ton of my super heavy shit that I've been asking people to help me move. Not really asking. I've been offering people $100 to come over and help me load a couple of things, and no one wanted to do it. So I just loaded.
Hey, fuckhead! I offered both, not only myself but Tyler as well.
What?
I
know,
but I can't.
Volunteered both of us.
I can't ask you guys to do that.
Why not?
This is Mike Carano's way of asking. He's pretty much asked what we're doing.
He's asking I'm busy.
Hey, but if one of you wants to make $50 for like 5 minutes worth of work.
What is that? Is it sexual?
I'm gonna go get another van. On like.
How are you gonna drive 2 vans at the same time?
Well, I already returned the one today. Oh my God! Listen to this.
You know what you should do, and it would be an epic story, and you can make a 5 minutes with Mike about it. Is just get like $50 together, maybe 100, and Sly from Sly and the Family Stone. I'm not kidding. He's living in a van, so he's already got the van. Down by like some kind of LA Pacoima River or something. He's actually out on the streets living in a van. You could pay him to help
Sly's
you move. And
I love Sly.
Yeah. And he could sing while you guys do it. It'd be great.
I don't think he'll sing.
I think he'll lift either, by the way.
What's that?
I don't think he's built for lifting heavy objects.
No, but he's got a van. That's what I'm saying. He has a van. That's good. You need a van. All right, so you're going to say something. I'm sorry. Mike.
Is he
Michael?
having a fever hallucination right now?
That's how that went down just now. That's how that happened. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Are we still on the air?
Kind of. Hold on.
That did sound like an after disaster caller.
Yeah. Mike,
Very rude.
why would you do that? Did your iPad hang up? What happened?
No, I'm not. I'm on the phone. I was gonna fire up the iPad and Skype it, so I can be on video too. But I've already taken all my clothes off, so there's no.
No, go ahead and do it because I got my computer up. I have to put it on my computer, but that'd be cool. Let's do that.
You don't have Skype on there.
Are you
It's a
serious?
very good point. I don't have Skype on there. Never mind.
Okay.
There's no way it could work.
Rune has Skype, but I don't know how it's gonna work.
It's not important enough.
Hey, but how does that help us? Oh,
You hang up on me again?
but
No,
we
it
don't
didn't.
want people to know that.
All right, sorry, buddy. Mike called back. So what are you calling about?
What?
Hello?
Hey, yeah. How are you?
Okay. Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am talking to you.
Send him a tweet.
Okay. I'm not
Say.
even really a fan of your program.
All right.
I
All right,
just
see you
happened to
later.
wake up and I heard your program going on,
Mm-hmm.
and you were talking about homosexuality and
No,
everything.
no, we did
sorry,
not.
Sorry, wrong.
The idea
show.
of you thinking that's this show is insulting. And
What?
I'm offended. And here's how I react. Yeah, because I have power. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the After Disaster.
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm good.
Tell us how you're not a fan.
Yeah.
I am a fan. I'm a regular listener
Of.
Oh, okay.
of the After Disaster.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Ah.
You make up for that last call.
But you
I
Steve,
put
you're
him
on
on
hold.
hold. All right, I put him on hold. All right, so Mike, go ahead. You were about to say something, then you rudely hung up.
I was going to say, if one of you guys is around Sunday,
I got football to watch. Football.
There's no game.
Oh, yeah.
There's no game.
Football.
There's no game on Sunday.
No, I miss it so much that I actually watch tapes of the best games of the year that I've taped. Football.
Are you making the hockey joke?
I love
Is
football.
that why you're saying football?
Mike, I think you missed the best 15 minutes opening of the After Disaster ever. Tonight's show was stellar.
I'll download it and listen to it.
Don't do that.
Oh, by the way, people, we're on Stitcher. If you use Stitcher Radio, we're on there now. Just search the After Disaster.
Is Stitcher a for-profit deal?
It doesn't cost
we
anything.
we don't make we don't have enough.
Listen, guys, I'm going to be totally honest with you. The reason why tonight's show is so lackluster, yeah, of course, Mike is at home, sick, that kind of, we wouldn't be the happy threesome that we are without Mike Carano, obviously.
Well, because there'd be two of us.
We'd be a happy twosome, yeah. But
Probably
also,
be happier, honestly.
some shows are sponsored, some aren't. Tonight's show is not sponsored, so you know what? My heart's not really in it because I'm not getting paid the greenbacks. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Do you hear me?
Our advertisers fell through.
Yeah.
Ah, they did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did our support, apparently.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I don't know what it means either. I just, that first caller.
He was calling
That
for
was-
the previous program.
That was a man who, with all due respect, which there is none due, was on hold for, and I'm looking at the clock here, 23 minutes, listening to this, thinking that we were Loveline somehow. And he fell asleep during Loveline, woke up, heard us, and then he wanted to talk about what Loveline was talking about, and I guess he thought that Tyler was Drew. Whatever. I don't have
What am I
time.
talking about?
I don't have time for de-evolution. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? I have no time for people that are de-evolving. I want to talk to the people
Is
that
that
are
a
moving
thing?
forward.
Are you trying to make
I'm
a thing,
making
or
it
is that a thing?
It's a thing now. Yeah, don't de-evolve on my time, sir. I mean, you've ever seen Idiocracy? Come on.
All right, go to another caller.
Really? Is
We
that
don't
what-
have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, I do. Okay,
Oh.
I'm talking about de-evolution. Mike.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to get Skype
let me
up and
guess. You're
running.
trying to get Skype up. Oh my god. I should warn you too. Thank God. God have mercy. We only got like another 30 minutes left of this show.
Lord have mercy.
God have mercy. Oh, I watched Revenge of the Electric Car. Good movie.
I watched,
No,
Thanks,
where I barely even finished saying the title of what I watched, and he's already saying, "What? Well, I watched." Yes.
sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead.
I watched that Werner Herzog cave movie. Very boring.
Then, yes, it's more of an exploration into this is what you can do in a cave in
I
3D.
listened to an interview. Kept talking about how it was so awe-inspiring that it brought him to tears. And then they cut to the drawings, and I'm like, all right, that's a horse. No big.
Honestly, Mike, I saw that. I dragged poor Jillian to it in the theater and watched it in 3D. And I'm not a proponent of 3D movies, but it was very different watching it in the theater. I'm sure my experience than it was yours, because what he did was completely different from any other 3D experience I've ever had. Which was he just set the camera there on the tripod, static shots of the 3D goddamn images, which at first were boring, and then I felt like I was in the cave. And then I felt like I was bored again. But what he was doing was putting the audience actually in the cave. You know what I mean? And at home, I don't think you really got that experience. Poor Jillian.
No, especially since I watched it on Netflix on the iPad while I was laying in bed with the flu.
It's the closest to spelunking I'll ever come.
Probably felt 3D since he had the flu.
I will never come closer to spelunking. Okay, so Mike, you spend a lot of time in club areas, people drinking, by doors, out for partying, right?
One more time.
You see a lot of people interacting in awkward positions, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I was at a bar last week, the No Bar to be exact, out in North Hollywood.
The No Bar?
No Bar, it's called. No
So,
Bar.
Is it like Nobu? Like, is it a joke about
I don't
that?
think so. I think it's North Hollywood or North of Hollywood Bar, whatever. And there is a guy at the door, working the door with mutton chops. Right? He's one of these guys. Mutton chops, smoking a cigarette.
Do you have some gauges in his
No
ear?
gauges, no stretched ears, but he was giving people looks like you're not nearly as North Hollywood as I'll ever
Hard
be,
looks?
as I am, and you never will be. Yeah, kind of like you're out of your element.
Like, stop de-evolving on me?
I was out front because I was kind of having panic attacks because I'm not drinking, and all my friends inside were drunk, and I really wanted to at least smoke, but I couldn't do either, so I was kind of outside pacing, pretending like I was smoking. And then I saw a guy talking to him, and he was like wearing one of those cabbie hats, and they were both having a very earnest, serious conversation, but they had obviously just met. And then the one
Were
guy
they talking about Vern?
couldn't hear what they were talking about, but the one guy who didn't work there was leaving. He was saying goodbye to the door guy. And with 100% honesty, I was like face to face as I was walking through the door and seeing this transpire. They were awkward. He was trying to say goodbye. He was trying to say, "Hey, it was good meeting you, man. You know, maybe I'll see you next time." But instead, his way of doing it was, "All right, man." And two white dudes, by the way. And he puts his fucking hand to his chest. He goes, "Good to meet you. One love, one love." And he punches his chest and starts walking down the street. And I wanted to kill him, and then I wanted to kill myself. That was fucking awful. I mean, what does that guy really think? One love.
I don't know.
Hey.
Maybe he's from the reggae culture.
One love, man. One love.
Can you ask Rune to call me on Skype?
Oh, my God. I have a feeling that Skype is going to be in this episode's title. I just have a weird feeling. I don't think Rune has your number. I don't know if you want to open that Pandora's box.
It's not too hard to figure out.
Your phone number?
No, it's my name.
You just did that, Mike?
So now everyone's going to Skype you.
Oh, my God. He's looking for Skype sex.
I know, he is.
Oh, my God.
While he's laying on the floor on his hardwood floor because he has no bed.
I have a bed right now, but you know what's funny is I have a
What if you woke up and the guy that you gave what's the guy's name?
1 second here.
You on Skype? What's the guy's name? I'm going to call him Hernandez.
Hermelio.
I'm going to call him Juan Hernandez. What if Juan Hernandez was just in your bed? He's like, "May I have it now?"
Hold on 1 second.
No, we won't. You know what? You're going on hold. Fucking Skype obsession. Hey, you're on the After Disaster. How are you? You took Mike's place.
Hey, one love.
Hey.
One love, son.
One love.
Hey, man, what's going on, guys?
One love. Well, that sounded solid. One love, man. What's going on?
Listen, I'm not particularly a fan of your program, but I heard you guys talking about homosexuality. So,
I love every third caller. You're the third caller.
Who are you?
I'm Keaton. I called in on the Lost episode.
The Lost episode?
Yeah, the one where the one you guys didn't record and was thus lost.
The very, 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 very first one?
No, I think it was like something.
Sorry about that.
It's all right, Mike.
There's
I
just
put you on hold, Mike, because I couldn't take Skype out anymore. All right.
There's only 2 shows that I know that aren't up.
No, there's that one segment that we did it was pristine and we lost it. Remember?
Yeah, I was the guy who called in and asked what kind of cigarettes Anderson smoked.
And there was the child porn episode, also known as
We did a child porn episode?
Yeah, we did. Well, you did. It was also known as a Machete Night Part 2, which we're never going to air.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you called
The only ones I know
right.
that aren't up are the very, very first one and Machete 2.
Mike,
Return of the Shing.
You talked about child porn at some point, Carano, and then I said, "Don't say that. We're gonna have to." You're on Skype. There you are.
What? That is horrible. Oh my God! What is that?
You look like a fetus.
It looks. It looks like my aunt calling from hell or something.
I know, it's going to be even worse when I do this, because I want to lay down.
Oh, no, Mike.
Ladies, this could be your life.
Mike, a lot of people don't know this about Mike, but he was aborted 44 years ago.
But he grew. Why is it so dark in here?
So
what is
Rune is doing experimental podcast or
I like how
tricasting.
we're 110 episodes in and we're still saying it's experimental.
No, it's experimental tricasting. We got our show down to a T.
We're still getting our feet wet.
And our dicks, son.
So this
One
other
Love.
episode, One Love, was the Machete Part 2 night. There was this bit. None of you are ever going to hear it because it was so goddamn offensive and horrible. Plus, I was slurring. But Mike said, we talked about child porn. And I said, Mike, you can't say that. And Tyler was like, don't worry about it. I'll cut it out. And he's like, you're going to cut out where I'm talking about child porn? And then Tyler was like, yeah, I'll cut that out too. And then it was like a bit for the rest of the show. You just kept saying, you got to cut out where I said child porn, right? Because I can't be talking about child porn in public. And for the rest of the show.
My memory is so bad, I don't remember any of it.
Ugh!
I don't remember anything.
I hate that it says your name under it, too.
Next time you do this, Mike, please shave first because that mustache makes you look really
Why
petty.
is it so red and, like, tawdry?
I don't know. Should I go over here where there's more light?
It
Okay.
looks like we're chatting with a cam girl from, like, Yugoslavia
Hey, guys, I feel your pain. If you're
in
listening,
1996.
if you're listening to the download of this, which the vast majority of you are, and you can't see the little
That's
feed,
true. That is unfortunate.
I'm going to get the show back on track. I promise you. But look at Mike right now.
Next week. Oh, there. That's better.
I'm just going to walk around my place.
Give us a tour.
Yeah, actually,
Sure.
you should.
Oh
We
my
should.
God. Mike, Requiem for a Dreaming.
Yeah, he totally is.
How
He's all-
depressing is this? My empty living room.
Wow. That is really strange for those who have ever been in your house, which is like 8 people, right?
How'd you clean the blood?
6 chicks and you guys.
6
That
chicks
sounds
and
like
you
a
guys.
Saturday night, bro.
Hey, one love.
One love. Actually, it was more like 6 loves that night.
Hey, Keaton, have you? Can you? Am I by myself in thinking that any guy, unless he was steeped in the reggae culture, like came from Jamaica,
Yeah, no, you can't say One Love.
and I don't even think he was a reggae guy. I think that he was like just.
Maybe he's in that awkward stage where you're trying out like new things, and like that's like he saw somebody, he's like, maybe I'll try that. So he's like,
But he
I'll
wasn't
try
like
it.
a dorky
I'll
guy.
try it on this.
Unless
I'll
the guy was like 16, I'm just trying stuff out.
Nah, this guy was like early 30s.
I'll
probably,
try it
late
on the
20s.
doorman, and maybe his thing used to be like, "See you later, alligator," and people were like, "You really got to let that go." So he's like, I gotta find
Well,
something.
I say see you later, alligator, all the time.
Yeah, Mike, we've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Keaton,
And then I even tag you with Okie
Hold on.
Dokie Artichoke.
hold on, Keaton.
Jesus.
Who you run by, what's cool.
Ew, why is he being all
Stop
sensitive?
it, Mike. Tyler.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Keaton. What?
I just think doormen are the coolest people alive, right? We all think that, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't even the doorman that was doing that. It was the guy that met the door. So yeah, maybe he was trying to impress the doorman with the mutton chops. I don't know. But what I saw was very gross. I'm sorry. I feel really bad because I can see Mike on the monitor and he's talking, but I don't have him on. So hold on, Keaton. Okay.
I just added it on Skype, so.
Did you have any question for us?
Yeah. We could talk about this on the film vault, but what do you think about the Oscars?
Oh, I think they're awful.
All right.
I banned them.
But the Oscars, I like the Oscars.
Well, no, I banned them.
The nominations.
The nominations
From what?
from my eyes. I will not watch them.
From your eyes.
I protest. I will be boycotting them. But
Really?
then
You're not going to watch?
every year I get angry and I boycott. But then I come around.
Missed out on Billy Crystal, man. Billy Crystal.
Is Billy Crystal back? I don't even. Last I heard it was Eddie Murphy or something.
No, he dropped out over the guy who directed Tower Heist.
Uh-huh.
His whole
Brett Ratner.
Brett Ratner getting fired from directing it led to Eddie Murphy quitting from hosting it.
Oh.
Because he called somebody, he said rehearsals are for fags or something like that.
Wow,
Yeah.
Mike, you're fired.
Great. Should I Skype out then?
Mike,
Yes.
I'm so disturbed by your image right now. Now, how
I
often?
know. Should I just turn this off?
No.
I like it.
I'm
No.
disturbed by that. Okay, for those of you who can't see, Mike has his head literally on the pillow, and it's like a landscape shot, up close from the bridge of his nose up to his eye, up to his
Oh God!
eyebrow.
It's like you're waking up after a bad decision.
and it
Hey,
looks.
here's the thing
This is
about
what Miranda should be seeing right now, not any listener or viewer or us.
Here's the thing about Skype I don't like. Like if I'm doing a Skype call with somebody, and this is how I do it, laying in my bed, holding the iPad above my head, where I'm going to drop it on my face.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at the screen instead of looking at the camera, like you should be looking at.
Right.
No, I don't. It's creepy when you look at the camera.
I know, but this is how you should be having a conversation, like looking at the camera.
Yeah, you should be.
If you're
But
both
instead
looking
you
at the
just look at
camera, the
yourself.
benefit of Skype is removed.
That's a very good point, Keaton.
Because you're not
Because then both people would not be able to see anything.
Yeah, you know what? Steve Jobs needs to resurrect himself and get on that. I mean, he should put the camera behind like a two-way mirror behind the actual screen. Because the other day, Jillian's found FaceTime on her phone, and I'm sitting over at the computer doing work, editing stuff, and then she'll FaceTime me, which is very distracting. Then I'll click it open.
Yeah, Jillian, leave
and
him
I'll
alone.
drag her over to the left, so I'll be looking at her and then kind of like look over to what I'm doing, and she'll be like, "You're not looking at me." And it's like, I am looking at you, but it looks like I'm looking at something else because the camera's way over here. So
I FaceTimed with people before, and they just end up setting the phone down, so I have a nice view of their ceiling. I'll just leave the Skype on like this.
Why are you showing us your butt? It's really white.
Hold on, I'm gonna see how close I can get to my underwear.
What?
no. Oh God, please.
What is happening? What is that? What do you mean? How close I can get to my under? What does that mean?
Keaton, are you watching this?
Yeah, it's on a bit of a delay, but it's still horrifying.
All right, hold on, Keaton. I got to get some other callers. Thanks for
Here's the faraway view.
Okay.
The faraway view.
Okay. One love. All right, let's take some calls. Yeah.
Peace out.
Are you leaving?
No, I was just trying to jump on the bandwagon.
Mike, make it look like you're moving. Put the camera back. No, like you'd be moving if I was above you and I was raping you.
What?
I'm sorry, Tyler.
Oh, God, no. Oh, it feels good. Oh, yeah.
What? Stop it!
Oh, he changed his mind.
All right, now we got to do stinky pink.
4 seconds of rape and he was into it.
Let's take some calls. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the After Disaster.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. That was really awkward. The stream has like a serious lag, so I hear you guys first and see everything later. So I heard Tyler screaming, and
Like
then I
it's from outer
see Mike
space.
raping the camera.
That's what happens.
Okay.
Is that it?
What?
So, hello. Welcome to the program. What do you got? All right. Hey, Mike.
Yes. I'm trying to find a comfortable position.
Now we're on the other side of Mike.
Is there another show that wants callers but treats them as poorly as we do?
Hi there. You're on the After Disaster. How are you?
Oh, it's me, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, next
Hey,
door.
Diana.
Okay, so this is what I think about mutton chops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perhaps his cheeks are cold. Okay, maybe.
The mutton chops weren't a fraction as offensive as the one love.
But maybe he was just propagating love.
Okay, you know what? You are the most rosy-cheeked, rosy glasses, positive person ever. Can't you give some of that to me? Just a little bit. I guess you do. Every time I talk to you, I get a little
I
bit of
kind
it.
of like mutton chops.
You do.
Me too.
I see them on people in movies about KKK.
What?
No.
Yeah.
My type, you
More
know.
like Neil Young.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, you know, like the skinheads, and they have like no hair on the top, but they have giant mutton chops, and they're like getting mad at people that
I
have
don't think
jelly beans in their house, but there was black jelly beans in there. What the hell? You got black jelly beans, and they fling them out?
I kind of have no idea what you're talking about.
Comic-Con.
What? Mutton chops at Comic-Con? And what did you say?
Yeah, I see a lot of guys at Comic-Con with
No,
mutton chops.
that's neckbeards.
Okay, that's another reason why. What'd you say, Diana?
I kind of have no idea what you're talking about with the jelly bean thing.
That was a scene from American History X.
Oh my gosh!
The
I
big,
haven't
the
seen
big
that in a
fat guy
decade.
Seth, I think his name was. There's a scene where he's waiting for Ed Norton's character to get dressed, and he's just sitting in his living room, and he picks up this big bowl of jelly beans. Seth, the first thing he does is he finds the black jelly bean, and he flings it out like in disgust, like fucking black jelly beans, because he's so racist that he even hates black jelly beans.
Maybe he just doesn't like licorice.
I don't think that's what Tony Kaye, the director, was going for at all.
Wouldn't that be funny though if that was the subtext? He just hated licorice all along.
And that's why I
Black
made it.
licorice, man.
And you only find out in the extras. They're like, a lot of people took this as an homily of how much he is racist. But actually, it turns out Seth's character just does not like black licorice.
We had to cut the scene
Where
that
would you find
established the
those-
accident
those
that happened to him
movie
at the
extras?
That was disastrous.
Licorice
That's
facts.
why we name our show
factory.
that. Go ahead, guys. Both at once.
Go
please.
ahead, guys.
Please repeat exactly what you said, but at the exact same time again, so I can.
That's
have
what we were doing. Stereo. Mike, you take the right channel this time.
I take the what?
Hi, Diana.
Hey.
This is why we try not to do the show when we're all. Mike thinks it's a great idea if we all Skyped in from different locations. I think.
Mike, did you hear the idea about separate studios?
No, what is it?
Listen to download the episode.
No offense, but I really like your chemistry together.
I know.
Yeah, you guys vibe well off each other.
This show proves it. Mike needs to be in here, but Mike is in the
Hey.
middle of a lot of stuff, and he's sick.
Oh, absolutely. Mental hug, Mike.
Mental hug, kiss your brain.
Yeah.
Roll my socks up and down.
I got some catchphrases.
Love you, Diana.
I love you too.
All right, I'm gonna check down on the others. All right,
Sure thing.
you're supposed to say no trouble, Bubble.
Good timing on my hang-ups.
No
Sure
trouble.
thing.
Could I see Mike again? I miss him. Mikey, honestly,
Yeah.
how many would you call it Skype sex encounters have you had in this situation?
None.
None.
So,
None. Mike.
Ladies, you heard him. Why'd I say that in a weird accent? Ladies, you heard him.
Werner.
You have to have this sex with Mike Carano.
Mike, how do you say Nietzsche?
Transformative experience.
Nietzsche?
Yeah.
That's how I say it.
Okay. We'll find out how we really say it next week.
Yeah, you guys
Sunday night is
need to
gonna be a good
learn
night.
how to. I thought I had a pretty good grasp of the English language. I'm a pretty well-read guy. I got a pretty extensive vocabulary, and I thought I knew how to pronounce a lot of words. And I had a really embarrassing realization that I do not.
Sunday night, you'll learn exactly what Tyler's talking about. You'll learn exactly what your Renee. Your
Sunday
Renee.
night.
We're gonna do a bit. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be an hour and a half bit.
We know you love bits, Mike.
I like the honest questions bit.
Ooh, honest questions was good.
Hi, welcome to the After Disaster. This is open and honest. Ask us anything you like.
That's
like
just
that.
what I was looking for. My question for you guys is, what is the worst thing you ever got caught doing as a kid?
Tyler, you're first.
I may have told this story, but the thing I felt most guilty about was my dad told me to go kill a cockroach that was running around in the kitchen, and he said he'd be out in the front yard waiting for me because we were gonna go play catch. He's like, but first you gotta go kill I don't know if it was like a weird like rite of passage or
Yeah, it
something. I
sounds
was
like
like
it.
6 or.
Did he give you a little toothpick?
No, I was older than 6. I was like probably 8 or 9.
Did he give you a weapon?
No, it was just
No
like
raid, nothing, just
no, it
barehanded.
was just like go step on it and throw it away. You know. I know.
I couldn't do that
You can
now.
feel the exoskeleton crunch.
I'm
Under your
gonna
foot.
be honest. I know Jillian's gonna die unless I do that with a cockroach. There would be a hesitation. I'd do it, but there'd be a hesitation.
Yeah, I don't like stepping
barefoot
on
Jillian might be dying. Gonna be honest.
Oh. So anyway, so I had to go kill
In
it,
between the
and
toes.
I was chasing it, but kind of like I'm gonna step on you, but like that kind of like half-ass. Like if anyone is watching, they'll think I'm kind
Non-committal.
of trying. Yeah,
Right.
totally non-committal. Like, oh, it just got away, and it like went behind the went behind the washing machine, and then went behind like the dog food, and then it like disappeared. I was like, it's probably like good, but it won't come back. So I run outside. My dad's like, "You kill it?" I was like, "Yep." And I picked up my glove, and I turn around. And he's like, "Did you kill the cockroach?" And I was just like, "No." I just started crying, and he was like,
I know, but it's
"Why
gross.
did you lie to
Stepping on
me?"
cockroaches
What,
is
Mike?
disgusting.
So then your mom walked in, and that's the worst thing that ever happened. Was you got caught crying for something so ridiculous? Is that what happened? Is that the worst thing you ever got caught?
I also bashed up my brother's head with a stick accidentally.
Oh, accidentally? See?
Yeah, I didn't really get caught doing that. I walked in, though, holding his head with blood streaming down his face. My mom thought I'd taken his eye out.
That happened to my little brother once because he was on one of those stationary bikes and he's going up and down. He liked to do this thing where he'd go up and down on the side.
Yeah, he
And
did.
somehow he fell or slipped off, and the thing came back up and caught him right in the groin when he was like 4 or 5. He started crying immediately. Was walking and he went straight to my mom, blood just gushing from his inner thigh down to his feet. And I remember my mom just looks right at me and she's like, "You've really done it this time." I'm like, I'm not the bike. I was just standing there.
My brother
She was furious.
My brother was at the park when he was like 3, and he was riding those those metal horses where you rock back and forth on them.
Oh, those are awesome.
Yeah.
Breaking your teeth out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He just went bam. He had a black tooth for like 4 years.
Until-
his front tooth was black until it fell out. Until, like,
Was that
when
his
he
baby
like
tooth?
7? Yeah.
Oh,
it was
he's tight.
awful. He had this
Black tooth
gross
grin.
gray dead tooth.
What did you do? You hit it?
He smacked it so hard it like killed the veins inside it, so
They
it
don't
just
have
decayed.
Those things have you been to a park lately and seen
Oh,
the
they're like
pussy toys?
It's like everything's bubble wrapped.
Everything's bubble wrapped. Yeah, you could actually take a child and throw it as hard as you can at one of those toys, and it'll just like lightly fall to the ground. Like, that was fun. Do it again.
There was this at the
We used to have like a
Try
fucking
that.
rocket ship.
Yeah, that's what I was
The
gonna
rocket
say.
ship. It was,
We had that
it was
too.
made of aluminum
It was
and
so
steel and
dangerous.
wood.
It was just a cage, and you could like go up to the top and shake
I think
it.
going on an actual rocket ship would have been almost just about as dangerous. It was fucking dangerous. Mike, did you have the rocket ships?
You mean a rocket that had a ladder, had a slide coming out of it?
Like on the playground, and you like
Yeah.
go up to the top and feel like you're in jail,
There-
rocket jail.
All the way at the top, there was the steering wheel, and all the kids would like wait in line for it, and it's like, wait your turn. Some kid would just be up there for 45 minutes.
The most dangerous one of all time was that circular thing that you spun around on.
I like
Still.
in our heads
Risk.
that rocket is like 60 feet tall, and it was probably like 12.
We'll never know. You know why?
like
Because they've taken them all away.
15
Those
feet.
things are all goddamn gone.
And there's like little slobbering kids that have been abandoned in there, just like laying like
Yeah,
on
there
the
were kids.
and it's all like hot metal because the sun's like burning it, and there's just like abandoned kids in there, and like the bigger kids are crawling over them. There's always that kid who's too old to be in the rocket, but he's still in there. Get out of my way. in his like leather jacket,
I'm not
smoking.
reminiscing about when we were little kids and seeing you guys.
I had the exact same experience, Tyler. So, Mike, do you remember being at the top of the rocket expounding about Jesus?
No.
What?
No.
Jesus.
He was in a cult, and he had to tell people about Jesus. Around
Oh,
the
you know what I like though is that cruise ship that was flipped over when they showed that.
Okay, that has nothing to do with the worst thing you ever got caught doing.
That the water slide and stuff that was parallel to the ground, so that was pretty awesome.
So it was functional.
No idea.
No, you know, but since it was on its side, the water slides were all. It just looks funny.
See, is he listening to this show or is he listening to an old show?
Mike, what's the first thing you ever got caught doing?
What? No, what's the worst thing you ever got? What did you say? First thing.
No, what's the worst thing?
What's the first thing you ever got caught doing, Mike? Being born, coming out of my mom's vagina.
Touch my mom's clit as I came by.
Oh my God! I've told you, right, that I have a theory that if you're a guy, you actually are really ever a virgin. If you
look at that! Look at that!
Vaginal. If you have a vaginal birth.
Mike, look at that!
Terrible. I'm sorry.
Look at that shot, you guys.
That is really compelling. What Mike is doing is he's holding his arms up, so there's a silhouette of his arms. It's a
mark my words. When iPad
shadow.
When iPad is 2 already out.
Yes.
When iPad 3 comes out, there's gonna be a billboard, and it's just gonna be like that.
Mike, what's the worst thing you've ever been caught doing?
them.
I don't know, man. I can't. I've been caught doing a lot of stuff.
Give us an example of one thing.
You mean like what, a little kid, or just like drinking, or?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm too sick to think of anything. Sorry, I'm not contributing.
I think the worst thing you ever got caught doing was Skyping your shitty podcast.
Oh my God, my dad caught me Skyping in this podcast.
I saw.
I won't ever do it again.
Hey, okay, wait.
A
Speaking
video.
of dads, people, you got to get on the video challenge.
What's the video challenge?
Give an episode of the show or select like 15 minutes of it. Make your parents or grandparents watch it or listen to it, and then film them giving a review.
Yeah, this came back up again today when Tyler and I were hanging out because I was showing him clips of my dad.
Oh my God! You have
Wait,
to.
how do
You
you
have to
clip
at least
your
play
dad?
the audio from that. That is so funny.
My phone's kind of broken.
How do you have clips of your dad?
Well, I know him. I can actually reach out to him and have communications with him. And then when I'm with him in the flesh, I can use. We have videos on our new phones, and I can push record.
Oh, I see.
They call them talkies.
And I point it towards him as I talk to him.
Let me try this. For a
What an
second.
ass I just was. I apologize.
Hey Mike, show us where you light the bug bombs.
You were obsessed with his goddamn bug bombs and his Italian penis. Hey, was that suffice? Did that do good enough for answering the questions?
No.
Well, I didn't pull my.
Why not? Hello?
I didn't think you elaborated. You didn't elaborate at all. You know, the worst thing you may have done is keeping up like a 20-year-old website.
What?
I don't know what that means. Who were 20? Who is
Carano?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mike, you've been taking a lot of abuse by your website, which I don't think is fair.
I did.
'cause
Someone
how
did-
many? Do you have a website?
Someone did post a
Caller?
link to his OG website. If you go to that web archive website where it's a museum of the internet, you can find Carano's website from '99.
Oh, that Wayback Machine thing.
Yeah.
That is fascinating.
Yeah, I have a website.
What is it? Plug yourself.
You want me to drop it?
Sure, drop it.
One love,
All right.
brother.
MattWeird.com. It's photography as well if you want to check it out.
Ooh, a little competition.
What's Tiger Feed?
MattWeird.org is what he said, right?
I thought it was
He
dot.
does.
I thought it
He
was
does
dot biz.
phobography. Phobography.
stumbled on that.
No,
I
it'd be
stumbled on that, video that Tyler did
pahatanogamy.
What's that, Mikey?
That fake photography video that Tyler did that one night. It was making me giggle.
Uh-huh.
The one where you called me the C word.
Yeah, I did call you that.
I didn't do that.
No, I didn't. I looked like a rotund asshole, too. I looked very large. Not like that. Okay, so, guys, I'm going to say good night here. You guys can continue doing what you do, but I've had it.
We don't want one more open and honest question.
Hey, welcome to the After Disaster. This is open and honest. Ask us anything you like. Actually, you know what? No, we didn't even answer the last one. How dare us?
I did.
Yeah, Mike, what's the worst thing you ever got caught doing?
I don't know what the worst thing I've ever been caught doing was. I mean, I've fucked up a million times, done a million stupid things.
Okay, what was the most embarrassing thing?
I already talked about that.
All right, what's the second most embarrassing thing?
Most embarrassing thing. I'll tell you what's kind of embarrassing is I had to go to the hospital. There was an emergency, and I lived in Los Angeles. And my mom and my sister came up, and they spent the night in my apartment while I was in the hospital. And I told my sister, "Don't let her snoop around my apartment."
Oh no!
Why?
Like, I won't. And then about 2 weeks later, I saw my mom in San Diego, and I kept my porn in the broiler of the oven, because I never use the oven. You know that lower part.
Right. That's where I keep my drugs.
Never opened, and I kept those about 8 pornos down there. And she goes, "What is Backdoor Betty's?"
What?
And played stupid like she didn't know it was a porno. And it also shows the extent of my mom's snoopiness, the fact that she not only had gone through every.
Why would she even bring that up with you, though?
That's what I mean.
Was she hyper religious? Is that what it was?
She is hyper religious.
And that's why she was trying to save your soul by finding your porn in your broiler?
No, but she's just a snoop. Like, she went through every inch of my apartment.
Did I ever tell you that I have a friend? I apologize to everyone if they've heard me say this, but I have a female friend who used to snoop on her husband, and she would get sexually aroused while doing it.
Ooh.
Ever talk to you about that?
I think.
What would she find?
Well, she wouldn't really find anything, but she'd like go through his phone, and she'd like go through like stuff when he was in the shower, and it would actually sexually excite her as she was looking for stuff, being like really nervous and terrified to find something, but at the same time getting all
hot and bothered.
I can kind of see that. It's weird. You know what? It's really an odd thing what turns you on because.
Oh no.
You know.
Tell us, Mike.
Like sometimes I'll be in a circumstance that's not sexual at all in the middle of the day, and there's something to. I feel like I'm saying too much. Change the topic.
Well, it's when you're driving nearby an elementary school, and you got to slow down because it's a school zone. Wait, what's the speed limit in school zones? It's like 20 miles an hour or something? Or is it 15?
It's 25.
I don't know.
Oh.
It's 25.
No, but 25 is also like in a residential area.
No, it's not 25. 25 is way too fast.
Yeah,
it's
like 15 or something.
Pretty sure it's 25.
I'm sure they're not going to go 25 by kids.
Yeah, it's got to be slow.
I wouldn't want people slowing down and looking at my kids.
I know.
Keep it going.
There's some joke about how you slow down by whatever, but I'd like to see some guy say like, I always get a boner when I'm going 15. If that's the speed that you go when you go by schools.
I don't understand what that means.
You know what freaks me out? On the news today, there was a story about a kid who pulled a knife on another kid in the 7th grade. And
I got a knife pulled on me in like the 7th grade.
I said I had already stabbed someone by 5th grade.
No, I didn't.
The other kid pulled a gun, and they had a standoff. It happened today.
He literally brought a knife to a gunfight?
Where was that?
Somewhere in Los Angeles.
Shocking.
Oh, shocking. No, I had a knife. I had a knife pulled on me in 7th grade, and it was while we were watching Children of the Corn. And I called this guy named Tim, who was there was something wrong with him, and
the guy that pulled a knife on you.
Yeah, and I told him that he looked like Malachi, and actually it was kind of a compliment because Malachi's kind of a badass. If you've ever seen Children of the Corn, and he's like, "What'd you say?" And I'm like, "You kind of look like Malachi." We're at my friend Shauna's house downstairs, Lake Sherwood, really nice house. And her
in the
parents
basement,
were out of town,
getting dirty.
And he stood up and he pulled out a butterfly knife on me. And reactionary, I just pushed him, and he fell like through a glass table, like right behind him. It was pretty tight.
Like like a movie where it goes up in slow motion and falls straight down on the glass table.
It wasn't like a giant glass table, but it was an end table, like circular, very 80s, because it was in the end of the 80s, I believe. And he fell right through it. And then it became less about the knife and him pulling it on me, and it became like, oh fuck, my dad's glass table's broken. And everyone forgot about it. I'm like, guys, he pulled a knife on me. Are we gonna talk about this at all, or we're just gonna move past that?
Hey, the butterfly knife, what's the purpose of that knife?
Hey, you look cool. And if you fuck
Is that
up,
all it is?
You cut your fingers off when you're twirling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, you're not allowed to have them. They're illegal.
Yeah.
Because you can
they still
seal
sell
them.
them in every single bong shop on the.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's
for
always
private use.
been weird to me. Like head shops are like all about selling like glass
and weapons
vases that you can smoke weed out of, called bongs, right? Water pipes.
Mm-hmm.
And weapons. And it's like stoner
sex toys too sometimes.
And pictures of Tony Montana.
Yes. It's always like Scarface stuff.
Come get your Bowie knife, your Chinese throwing star, and your bong, and a nice picture of Tony Montana smoking a cigar in the bathtub.
And maybe a little incense and a flag of Bob Marley.
Don't forget your Bob Marley flag.
One love.
What?
There's a place that I walk by all the time in my neighborhood that's got all that stuff in there. And I always want to ask the guy, do you ever move one of these mirrors that says Scarface on it?
Have you ever noticed that there's a lot of time there's semi-attractive girls that work at those places?
I haven't noticed that.
Yeah.
Why do you think they call them head shops, bro?
Right on, bro. One love.
Why do they call them
It's because you get head there, Mike.
Because of all the head that the semi-attractive girls give. Let me go back and ask our caller if he's satisfied. Are you satisfied with the answers at this point? Caller?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You guys have a good night. One love.
One love, my friend. One love. You know what I'm saying?
Peace out.
Thanks, the real Keaton.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. Have a good night.
I don't think that was Keaton.
What?
That wasn't Keaton.
Yeah, it was.
No.
It wasn't?
I might have been. Hey, is that Keaton?
Hey,
Keaton?
Hey guys.
Oh, you're not Keaton.
Nope, I'm not.
keep running, joggers. You can do it. You're really looking good. You guys have been at this for. Oh man, they should have sent us before and after of like when they started listening to the After Disaster.
Oh, like they got all thin? Like we
and
inspired
then-
them to be
yeah,
thin?
now they're all like thin because they run extra to hear our voices.
I got caught.
Can you imagine working out to the show?
To this
Yeah,
show?
I'd get really good at picking up a gun. putting
Dirty
it to
little
my
secret.
forehead.
Dirty little secret. I have worked out to the show. I told you that. I've listened to like really old episodes just to see like because I can't even understand what the show is, especially when I'm sitting in here. So every now and again I'll like listen to like a really old episode, and I'm telling you this is goddamn embarrassing. This might be one of the most embarrassing things that I've ever been caught at, but I'm not really getting caught. I'm just admitting to it. But I'll be sitting there. Usually it's something you say, Tyler. Not to stroke his ego, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll be like right in the middle of a butterfly or something, and I can't finish it, and I'm such a jackass in the middle of the fucking gym laughing, going, and I gotta like put the weights down. And I look like, hey, I look like a jackass for laughing, right? Everyone else is all serious and like, one love, I'm gonna fucking you. Yo, you spot me, son. And I'm sitting there laughing with my little headphones on. Here's the worst part: they don't even know that I'm laughing at like a show that I'm on. Can you imagine the ire?
Let me.
Pumping ire. Oh!
All right, Tyler.
You'll laugh at that
listening to
6
one of
months from now.
I would like to hear our sick friend who's.
I was listening to one of the shows as I was in a drive-through.
You know what we do a lot is we talk about listening to the goddamn show. Is there anything worse?
No, but I was totally freaked out that the person was going to recognize my voice and realize I'm listening
I did
to
that
myself.
not too long
Just from
ago.
the way that you said, yeah, 6 tacos, please. Hey, are you the guy talking on that thing you're listening to?
It's like, how narcissistic and pathetic is that?
Nacho cystic?
All right, caller. Hey, how you doing? You're on the After Disaster. One love.
What's up? One love.
One love.
This is Philip. I was up there texting. I was up there on the Facebook talking about reviews for that disaster, and I got dubbed New Shakespeare. So I feel like you should call me New Shakespeare.
Oh, is this Efren?
Nah, man.
Oh.
This is not
Who dubbed you Shakespeare?
I don't know. Whoever was running the board out on January 23rd at 9.
Oh, must have been me.
A lot of time.
I don't know what he said, though.
A lot of time at head
It's
shops.
clearly me.
A lot of time at head shop. When he said one love, that was not irony. That was real. Do you use one
Really
love?
poignant so far, so you don't get the Shakespeare moniker.
New Shakespeare.
I got a flip session.
Yo.
I saw Contraband today.
Awful.
Kind of decent. Little meh. Kate Beckinsale got fucked. It was hot.
Like she got fucked
That's
over?
the worst movie review.
That's not bad, actually. I don't like it.
Kinda decent. A little meh. Kate Beckinsale got fucked. It was hot.
Isn't she in Underworld,
Peace.
too? Isn't she in
Yeah,
Underworld?
she is.
So she's in 2 movies
She's in
right now?
Underwear?
Unfortunately, she's ruining her reputation in Underworld, but
What's her reputation?
How do you say panties, Mike? Panatias. Pantias. Okay. Can't wait till next week. Next week's episode's going to be tight.
Sunday cannot come soon enough.
So I didn't explain the most embarrassing things I've ever got caught doing.
I'm going to call you back.
What?
I have a delay, and it's driving me crazy.
I can see right up your nostrils. I could fucking just store gold up there. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm leaving both the lines
It's weird
open just to be an asshole.
watching him call us.
So it's busy when he's
We're
calling right
disconnected from, but we're connected, which is strange. What is it? What is that
now.
indignant
All right, that was
phase?
a good day. All right, so Tyler, I'll just tell you this.
All right.
No, I'm not gonna. You know what?
I like
keep trying
this.
to-
This is nice, Rune. The little that.
So I saw an actual clip somebody sent me of a girl, young girl. God,
Uh-oh.
this
Why do you say that?
Well, she was younger. She was like living at home still. She's probably like 20, early 20s, and she was completely naked, sitting in a swivel chair, and she was doing naughty things to herself, talking to her boyfriend.
Does that count as a clip?
What do you mean?
You're watching online porn, and you think that counts?
Somebody sent it to me because it's like 15 seconds long. Because the kicker is, and as far as I can tell, it's either 100% real or they found a girl who was willing to be naked and she was a great actress. She's sitting there and she's talking to her boyfriend and she's doing horrible things to her body, and fucking door opens up behind her and her mom was like, "What are you doing?"
Really?
I'll forward it to you. It's very, very fun. It's a really weird sensation to watch because you're like, hey, what is this? Hey, this is kind of, and then you start laughing immediately. It's a weird sensation. I'll be laughing, and yeah.
That's pretty great. Can you send that to me?
Still finished, didn't you?
I'm trying to start a new genre of porn. It's called
Comedy Bang.
Comedy Bang Bang.
Wait, that's not a podcast.
Yeah, it's a decent podcast.
It's semi-D's, a little Mac. Kate Beckinsale gets
banged.
fucked. It's pretty hot.
I think Kate Beckinsale is absolutely stunning.
You should see her get fucked.
I don't want to see her get fucked.
Mike, what is the point of saying that right now? I mean, what really?
I've been in
Porsches
arguments-
are
I've been in
good
arguments
cars.
with people who said she wasn't attractive, and I think she's absolutely like crazy attractive.
Mike, have you seen our artwork that the listener sent us?
No. Where will I see it?
Look on the
Right,
website.
look at the thing you're looking at.
I'm looking. I don't see anything.
And good night. Hey guys, thanks for calling, everybody. Thank you very much. Oh no, I hung up. Hey Mike, are you there?
But I'm sitting. I've got a fever, and I'm not well.
Yeah, so that's why we're cutting out early, and I too.
I just realized I've had to poop for like 12 hours.
That's fantastic to hear. Hey, you're on the After Disaster, Marcus. How are you?
What is that?
Hey, why are you doing that?
Are you watching football on Sunday?
No, I'm not watching football. I was kidding.
Hey, wait. Go back to that.
You want to hear?
Hey, play that again, caller. Is that Curtis? Is that King Curtis? And that's a cannon.
Somebody's working
Over the
on
phone, it sounds like a sheep.
I think that it's actually a rave song, the beginning of one of the techno songs. Is that?
Hello?
What were you playing there?
I was trying to play drops for Tyler.
What was that ching 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 sound?
It was Canon.
No.
That.
It's probably too loud. I'm sorry.
What is it?
Wait,
no, it's not too loud.
What is that?
It's fine. What is it though?
Oh. It's the man saying cannon. All we were hearing was the music part at the end of it. Kind of. Anderson is just really unhappy with the last 18 seconds.
No, I'm fine with it. I don't understand what's going on.
Callers are playing our
Should I
drops
turn my
for us.
fucking
That's what's
mic
going on.
Turn your mic off and call her.
Wait, that's coming from a caller?
It was Mike, yes. Hey, thanks for playing drops, man.
Nope. You're welcome.
Listen to our next show. It's going to be awesome. I promise, guys. I apologize for the quality of this one. Reggie, how are you?
This is really a
Quite
placeholder.
enjoyable, actually.
What's that? Caller?
Yes.
What was that? What was that you said?
This has been quite enjoyable, actually.
Really?
Why does he sound like Hal? This has been quite
Hal?
enjoyable, actually.
This conversation served no purpose
This
anymore.
show can serve no purpose anymore.
Goodbye.
That guy's pretty good at Hal.
You know what? Our listeners are goddamn smart. We have a lot of very smart listeners. We have some one lovers, but we have a lot of very smart
I was
listeners.
showing you pictures of listeners today.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, Mike. I was just sitting there on my couch trying to enjoy a little Portlandia, and Tyler were just showing me like the picture of some dude with his hat on backwards. I'm like, what is that? He's like, it's one of our listeners. I'm like, why are you showing that to me right now?
Just showing you all the hot guys that listen to our show.
He was. It was really weird.
There's one right now.
Hey, you're on the After Disaster. We're about to say goodnight. We just want to check in. How are you?
Chapman.
How are things?
I'm good. This is Keaton again.
Oh, my God. Keaton. So you weren't the guy that asked the questions, right?
No, I wasn't the guy you guys dropped out.
Told you.
Whatever, dude.
Told you, bro.
Whatever.
One love. It's cool. Hey, Loveline After Disaster. How are you?
Hey, good.
I got to learn not to say that. Hey, you know what? You want to hear that? You're going to hear this first. Exclusive here. Right here, right now. We're changing the name of the show.
Yes, we are.
Mike?
Yes.
You realize we're changing the name of the show?
I do realize that.
It's called Carano's Left Knee.
It's called Carano Regrets. We're going to have music behind.
That could be the subtitle of pretty much every show.
Every episode. No, here's the new title of the show. It's no longer
The
the
show
love.
could be called. We could change the name of the show to Regrets.
No, we were not going to do that.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine? People are scrolling through the podcast. Oh, regrets.
Regrets.
Ooh, we should change it to, like, chicken soup for the, like, rapist soul.
Tyler, that's terrible. That's awful. Split pea soup for the sex offender soul. All right, here's the new show title. It is currently in its present tense. Right now, it's Loveline After Disaster. Soon to be the hate squiggle after disaster.
No.
Yeah,
The what?
hate squiggle.
It's not happening.
All right, the hate curve after disaster.
Not, also
It's the
not
opposite.
happening.
Yes.
Not
Hate
happening.
squiggle.
Nope.
It's because the opposite of Loveline.
I'm the one who has the power of changing all the
opposite
names,
of Loveline,
so it's
Mike,
not going
is
to
hate
happen.
squiggle. You get it?
I don't understand how that ties into the show at all.
Anderson's been trying out this joke for like a week now, and it's bombed every time.
3 weeks.
And
Hate Squiggle.
He decided to still debut it on
you know what?
there.
I don't know how to play any instruments, but I'm gonna learn now. Maybe it'll be a violin, and I'm gonna name my band. It might be only me with the violin, but it will be called Hate Squiggle.
That would be the worst band of all time.
That would be pretty sweet.
Squiggle? What does that mean?
It's the opposite of Loveline, because Loveline. Line is straight.
Oh,
Squiggle.
I hate Squiggle. Oh, I like it now.
And 600 people across the nation just slapped themselves in the head.
Now I like it.
Hate Squiggle. Yeah. Fuck you, Tyler. You're out.
Hey, you've reached Hate Squiggle.
It's got to do something about it.
It sounds like a horrible board game.
It really does.
New from Milton Bradley, the new family game sweeping the nation. Hate Squiggle.
Tyler, go in there and play the music, would you?
You have 2 legs.
I'm not going back in there. Nope. I'm not going.
All right. Let the showdown begin. Mike, play the song.
So Tyler.
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
Oh, you didn't actually have something to say?
I genuinely believe in my heart that this is the worst performance I've ever given on this show.
Yeah, it's weird that you say that.
It has been tender with the video stream, though.
Hey, welcome to Hate Squiggle. How are you?
Hello?
Hi, welcome to Hate Squiggle. How are you?
Oh, I can't even tell if you guys clicked over to me or not.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So I'm not down for the Hate Squiggle. It sounds kind of like a weird Care Bear.
It sounds
Weird Turber?
Like what?
A weird Care Bear.
I can see it with a unibrow.
Care Bear.
He's got like the unibrow that it looks like a heartbeat.
Yeah, and like his stare is just him really sad with his stomach out.
Mike, wait until the caller is in the middle of the sentence to talk.
Okay.
I'm such an asshole. Why am I such a dick tonight? Whoever wants to talk, go ahead. Tyler, please. Yeah, Tyler's going. Tyler broke. Well, caller, what's your name?
Misty.
Misty. I like that name.
Invisible Pen. Invisible Pen.
Oh, it's Invisible Pen. You want to interview Tyler and I because we work in radio.
It's true. I do. I have a project to do, and I need to get 3 people to interview, so I figured you guys would be better at personality.
What was
Sounds like
the
you're a stalker to me.
what is the project for?
It's for interviewing.
Personal project.
Yeah. It's a big no.
It's difficult to hear you over cannon fodder.
It's for my interviewing class, but for mass communication, so it's got to be something related to the field.
Wait a minute. You have a class, an interviewing class?
Yeah, but it's interviewing like business related, not like, oh, I'm going for a job.
Will you get
for,
extra credit if I turn around and interview you?
No.
They don't. You don't think that? Well, they say you should really learn to interview the subject and not let the subject twist it around and turn it around, Misty.
Will you wear a business suit?
I can.
Disappointed! You guys are going to do this interview in person?
No, it's gonna be on.
It doesn't matter. She's actually kind of cool with it. Like, it could be over anything, as long as I have
Mike likes Skype.
written down.
Mike does not need to be interviewed.
That wasn't part
Not
of it.
necessarily, no.
Mike's very disappointed.
Mike's like, that
You
wasn't
can be in on it.
that wasn't very nice when that little girl like she did the interview with you guys and not me.
Should we do an episode where it's just a half hour of us being interviewed by Misty?
Yes.
And then you can just give the link to your teacher?
No, she has to come in here and do it. We just sit here.
Do that tonight and start over.
That'd be all sorts of awkward.
Would it?
Yeah. But, you know, it'd be a show that Mike probably wouldn't regret.
No, he regrets everything.
It's true.
Yeah.
There's all
Regret
sorts
the
of stuff.
fact that you don't want to interview me.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to play the song, huh?
Yeah, would you please do that?
What are you doing? Give me the business.
Oops.
Tyler, once again, proving job security for me.
Finally, in New
All right,
York,
Misty,
the
yeah,
Jets
we will
against
do
the
that. I don't know
Bills.
how we're
Marty
gonna work.
Lyons gives it to Jim Kelly after the incomplete pass. A fight breaks out, and after everything clears, the referee gives the official call. And, folks, it was the ruling of the day.
Personal foul. We'll pick this up. On number 99 of the defense, after he tackled the quarterback, he's giving them business down there at the 15.
You know what Anderson said today? I hate Twitter because when I log on, it says I have 90 messages waiting for me.
Jillian said you sound like an asshole right now. I wasn't saying it like that, Tyler. I'm just talking about how if I just don't look at my phone for like a day and a half, 2 days, there's fish that are almost dead. There's fucking like 13, 14 moves on my goddamn hanging with friends. Word with friends, same thing. I look at Twitter. It's like I got to answer all these goddamn questions. It's like a Tamagotchi that's fucking out of control. It's a giant Tamagotchi.
It is. It is like that.
It's just one task after another.
Giant Tomogachi, Mr. Mogachi.
Doesn't make it a
But I
thing.
didn't do that one.
I know, so am I. So am I, Mike.
6 months from now at the gym, Anderson.
No. All right, runners, thanks for running. Listeners, thanks for listening.
Do the video challenge and find us at theafterdisaster.com, on Twitter at afterdisaster, and Facebook at /afterdisaster.
If we pick your video, we will send you a James Patterson book on tape.
That is true. We'll send you like 6 of them.
Everybody have a good weekend. Happy Friday to you. And I'm telling you, I try not to sell the show because usually it's a letdown, but I'm thinking that Sunday night, Monday morning's podcast is going to be posted on Monday morning. Not trying to take anything away from Bill Burr. Great podcast, by the way. Check it out. Bill Burr's Monday morning podcast. But I think Monday's show is going to be better only because of one bit that we kind of have. Do we have? Is it a bit? Something I know we're going to do that makes me laugh anyway. Right?
Correct.
Right, Karani?
Okay, whatever you guys say, I'm in.
Are you going to be moved into a new place by then, or are you going to be homeless? Are you going to be sleeping in your...
I'm going to be homeless, but it'll be all right.
All right.
But,
we can still do that thing down in Mexico that I told you about.
Brontupisto.
It's so stupid. What was that, Mike? I'm sorry, Brontupisto.
Brontupisto.
What, Mikey?
my flu is really kicking in.
Oh, drink some split pea soup for the devil's soul, and
Oh, that'll make me feel much better.
yeah, we'll talk. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Hey, Reg. Brontupisto.
Sean Toodle. Sean Toodle. Sean Toodle.
Hey, why are you still listening to this? Stop, guys. Find something to do with your lives. You should not be listening to this part.
Hari Kudarati. Adi. Kudarati.
No, that's not nearly as funny when you do it. I'm sorry.
Artipo Statalo. Artipo Statalo. Artipo Statalo. Hottie Cooterati. Hottie Coot Urati. Hottie Cooterati.
Pete, 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 pete.